I do feel like Brandy was a major contributor to those albums, but it was Rodney Jerkins. Like, he's the producer. He's the architect of all this stuff, especially when you talk about the stacked vocals, because people say all the time, oh my God, Brandy's stacked vocals. And they're like, yeah, her stacked vocals, what she did with Rodney was fantastic, but she didn't invent that. The Beach Boys did it first. Brian Wilson and the Beach Boys. I know some of y'all are not going to listen to the Beach Boys, but Brian Wilson did that first, especially on albums like Pet Sounds, where he stacked their vocals as a group. And then the Beatles, they heard that because the Beatles were super successful at that time, but they listened to what the Beach Boys was doing. And Brian Wilson is like, we need to do the same thing. George, Ringo, we got to do it too. So they started stacking their vocals. And then Marvin Gaye said, wow, let me try this, man. And he did the same thing on What's Going On. But where the Beatles and the Beach Boys were a group, he was a solo artist. So he sang his vocals and did all the background vocals where he sounded like a choir on his own, which is just fantastic. Go listen to like What's Going On and those songs that he made, and just listen to the stacked vocals he did. And then Michael Jackson was like, I want to do that. And then oh my God, like go listen to like anything that's a cappella from like Off the Wall or Thriller, and hear how Michael Jackson just stacked his vocals just like Marvin Gaye, where he would sing the lead and then he has different pitches when it came to the background vocals, which was just like Marvin Gaye. Now we get to Brandy and Darkchild, and then they perfected it their own way. But no, Brandy Norwood did not create this whole stacked vocals thing. It came from the Beach Boys and the Beatles and Marvin Gaye and Michael Jackson. And Rodney Jerkins took what he heard from Michael Jackson and gave it to Brandy.